And from there, what was the study plan that you were following? That means you were doing videos and only videos or videos plus question bank. What was the approach?
तो मैंने सोचा पढ़ना भी है तो आई हैव स्टार्टेड 8 o'clock। तो सुबह बेसिकली मैं 3 से 4 बजे उठता था, 4 से 7 बजे तक पढ़ता था, 7 से 7:30 बजे फ्रेश हुआ, 8 बजे निकला, 8 बजे मैं गाड़ी में आपके सारे वीडियोस देखा। तो वट एवर थ्योरी पार्ट इज देयर वो उधर ही मैं रिवाइज किया है आपका लास्ट 2 महीने।
नहीं, I deviate, I wouldn't say. So that was one of the most important things, I think, which was useful to me while studying for FRM.
So when you started your preparation, what was your education background? What were you doing at that point in time?
When I started the preparation, so it was 24th of January when I gave you a call, and then we started from 25th of January.
First step would obviously be have a strategy.
मतलब एक गाइड होना बहुत जरूरी है, वो पेपर को कैसे निकालना है, कहाँ से क्या पढ़ना है, कितना पढ़ना है, कब कैसे करना है। अदरवाइज वैसे सोलो बेसिस पे करेंगे, इट विल टेक टाइम सर, will take time, क्योंकि these examinations are very professional and very competitive examinations. You need some fun.
Hello guys, hi, this is Ganesh Naik. I help finance professionals and students to excel in their career and become better version of themselves. And I also help students preparing for FRM and CFA exam to clear the exam as soon as possible. So when you started your preparation, what was your education background? What were you doing at that point in time?
When I started the preparation, so it was 24th of January when I gave you a call, and then we started from 25th of January with the video lectures.
Okay.
Sir, 10th of July, sir.
And I had enrolled in January for FRM, but however, I never got around to I never started studying for it until I decided I'll give the November attempt. And so I had enrolled, I think, 3 months prior to the November exam, and that is when I actually started seeing the videos and looking at the material and properly, learning things that were there in the curriculum.
And from there, what was the study plan that you were following? That means you were doing videos and only videos or videos plus question bank. What was the approach?
I started with I was doing the videos for first 5 days and then giving all the question banks related to those videos during the weekend. But then I realized, like, okay, if the last, let's say if I'm doing Monday to Friday videos, then all the videos which I was looking in the Friday, those questions were very easy for me. So then what I switched the entire plan. I was doing the video, and after every third day, I was giving the exam. So I was looking at the videos every day in the morning, and then in the evenings, I was doing the exams. So that was doing something like all the videos. I had enough time for forgetting and then again reading and giving the exam for that.
तो मैंने सोचा पढ़ना भी है तो आई हैव स्टार्टेड 8 o'clock। तो सुबह बेसिकली मैं 3 से 4 बजे उठता था, 4 से 7 बजे तक पढ़ता था, 7 से 7:30 बजे फ्रेश हुआ, 8 बजे निकला, 8 बजे मैं गाड़ी में आपके सारे वीडियोस देखा, 8 से 9। तो वट एवर थ्योरी पार्ट इज देयर, वट एवर थ्योरी पार्ट्स वो उधर ही मैं रिवाइज किया है आपका लास्ट 2 महीने।
नहीं, I deviate, I wouldn't say. So that was one of the most important things, I think, which was useful to me while studying for FRM, because I think everyone needs to have a system while you're preparing for such professional exams. And the sequencing that you had provided was extremely useful while I started studying and while referencing your videos.
How many number of hours you were actually dedicating on a daily basis to prepare for this exam?
Till April, I was giving like 2 hours every day. That from April, I was giving almost 8 hours every day.
So basically, in last 4 months of that period, I have not wasted my time. तो अगर खाना भी खा रहा हूँ तो कुछ फॉर्मूले वगैरह देख लिए, गाड़ी चला रहा हूँ तो बेसिकली आपके वीडियोस देख लिए, तो मेरा थ्योरी पार्ट वही।
And so I would say I had studied for about 3 months for FRM, and I was also working while I was studying for FRM. So that's one thing I had to manage my work plus the studies that were there.
When were you able to complete your one full reading of the content? That means watching all the videos.
Yeah, because as I was doing the videos and the question banks all together, so it took me a little
Mhm.
longer. I finished all my like first reading on 16th of April.
जुलाई 10th से आई थिंक सितंबर तक, सेकंड और थर्ड सितंबर, आई थिंक विद इन 50 days I have completed one reading.
Reading and solving, sir, honestly, I think it was by the last, before I did not complete solving each and every section, honestly. And I did not
Okay.
even complete each and every section of all the books. I had skipped a few chapters because there was a lot of time crunch that I had.
And did you solve during that period any mock papers?
Yes, I did. I
Okay.
finished all the mock papers actually.
सर मॉक्स नहीं दिया था मैंने, बहुत डिसएडवांटेज रही थी मेरे साथ, लेकिन मैंने गार्प का मॉक दिया था, और
Okay.
गार्प का मॉक दिया था, और उसका जो भी लर्निंग था सर, 100 क्वेश्चन का जितना भी था वो लर्निंग मैंने दोबारा से रिवाइज किया था, जो भी लर्निंग थे सर उसमें।
Like I said, I haven't solved entire papers in itself. I did the sums that you had provided for each of the sections. Sectionally, I had solved a lot of questions, and entire mock tests, I did not get the time to do
Okay.
any of them.
Okay. And when we were giving the mock papers, what was the average score that you were getting in those mocks?
In the beginning, I was started with 60, but by the time I was finishing with them, I scored like 90, 91 as well.
सर स्कोर वाज अराउंड 50 55 लाइक दैट।
Okay. So now when you entered the exam center, okay, what happened in that first 1 hour? Was it very difficult question? Very easy? Did you panic? What happened?
Again, for that exam, because when I was giving my mutual fund exam and the insurance exam, so they all were like multiple choice exam. So I followed the same strategy which I was following there. As soon as I started like paper, I wrote down 1 to 100 in one blank paper, and then
Okay.
wherever I was confident, I was just marking those. Now let's say if in one particular area I am not confident, and I know like either it's A or C, so I would just write down A or
Hmm.
C, so I don't waste my time to go through all the questions again and then
Right.
go through all the options again. So it saved a lot of time. During the mock paper, I was trying to do like, as soon as I see any numbers in the question, I just skip that. So all the quants I skipped
Okay.
fast. So within first hour, I was able to finish 50 questions because I was just going through the theory.
और सर फर्स्ट आवर में वो स्टार्टिंग का 4 से 5 क्वेश्चन इकोनॉमिक कैपिटल और रेगुलेटरी कैपिटल पे था, और उसने जो मैंने पढ़ा था वो मेरा पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट हिला दिया सर, बहुत ज्यादा डीप में था। दो ऑप्शन तो बहुत ही डीप में थे, सारे के सारा पेपर, दो ऑप्शन तो ऐसा लग रहा था कि यार ये आई थिंक 10-15 क्वेश्चन को छोड़ के दो ऑप्शन बहुत ही कंफ्यूजिंग था। तो स्टार्टिंग का 1 आवर सर मैंने 15 से 16 क्वेश्चन किया, उसमें भी 2-3 छूट गया होगा, और उसके
Oh.
बाद एक या सवा घंटे बाद मैं पानी पीने के लिए उठा, और मेरा थोड़ा कॉर्नर में था सीट। जब मैं उठा तो इधर से 6 बच्चे जा चुके थे, 5 बच्चे जा चुके थे, 5 स्टूडेंट्स जो पेपर दे रहे थे,
Okay.
और हाँ 3 बैठे थे हम लोग। तो मैं गया, पानी पी के गया, उधर रिसेप्शनिस्ट बैठी थी, ने बोला मैडम ये इधर कहाँ गए? अरे वो तो आधे घंटे में चले गए। तब सर मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस आया कि ये पेपर कन्वर्ट करा जा सकता है, क्योंकि वो टेम्पो बहुत
Okay.
लूज हो गया था सर। स्टार्टिंग में वो क्वेश्चन दे वर वेरी टफ,
Hmm.
तो वहां से टेम्पो बना। उसके बाद मैंने 3 घंटे सर उधर उधर नहीं देखा, वो 3 घंटे कब को खत्म हो गया, कैसे खत्म हो गया मुझे नहीं पता। आखिरी में टाइम शॉर्ट हुआ था, 5 से 7 क्वेश्चन बचा था, वो मैंने कैलकुलेटेड गैस लेके मार दिया।
So first thing was that I had decided, so I was trying to make a strategy on how will I approach the questions, because I had given the exam in the last, I think second last day of that window that is there. And
Hmm.
by that time I had a fair bit of idea of how the papers were and what kind of structure could I expect, how many sums could be there, and how much of theoretical questions were being asked. And I
Right.
think a substantial portion of theoretical questions are asked in our attempt,
Hmm.
and around on average 25 to 30% were quantitative questions. So
Okay.
again, like quantitative, I mean like the sums that were asked.
And those were
So
easy?
some of them were not that easy. So
Okay.
I had decided that if I don't know a question, I'll spend a maximum of maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute if it's a sum wala type of question, so I'll spend maybe 30 to 40 seconds and maximum a minute, and if not, then I'll just move on to the next. I'll flag that and I'll review it at the end when I have time.
But now, if somebody comes and asks you, okay, give me three tips from your side, in based on your experience, how should somebody prepare for FRM level one?
There are few things which I actually tried. The first thing is like involve your family and let them know what to
Okay.
expect from you for the next till the time you finish your exam. Like I stay with my partner and she was super supportive with that. Like on the, like I think it was 20th or 21st of January, we discussed about, okay, this is what I'm thinking about. And
Hmm.
on the same day, actually, I saw your video as well. Like, okay, you have to spend at least 2 hours, 3 hours. So I went through all the videos. I went through so many different lecturers, and then I found out, okay, this is one person with whom I can connect easily. That's why then I contacted you, and I didn't waste any time with that. So I told her, like, okay, we cannot go for any public parties or like get together or anything. So she was super supportive with that. Like during the entire time, we just went to one public like a get together in the entire for 3.5 months. Uh, like I was doing study like from 4 in the morning, sometime till midnight. So in between the work
Wow.
and everything, so I was not able to give her time. So first thing is like you have to involve your family, so at least you can do whatever you want to do peacefully. Second thing,
Okay.
plan yourself in advance, give as many tests as you can, and use the bookmark, so at least you don't have to repeat. You can save you a lot of time, like okay, which question you have to go through again, so you can just go in the bookmark and just go through all those questions easily.
Hmm.
And the third one is just be confident.
सर एक तो गाइड होना बहुत जरूरी है सर आपकी तरह। मतलब एक गाइड होना बहुत जरूरी है, वो पेपर को कैसे निकालना है, कहाँ से क्या पढ़ना है, किस कितना पढ़ना है, कब कैसे करना है। अदरवाइज वैसे सोलो बेसिस पे करेंगे, इट विल टेक टाइम सर, विल टेक टाइम,
Okay.
क्योंकि दीज एग्जामिनेशन आर वेरी प्रोफेशनल, वेरी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन, यू नीड समवन। और सेकंड सर, कंसिस्टेंसी का गेम है। आप डेली पढ़ना है, अगर डेली 2-3 घंटे पढ़ते हैं और कुछ दिन नहीं पढ़ पा रहे तो ठीक है, आधा घंटा पढ़ो, 15 मिनट पढ़ो, लेकिन पढ़ो जरूर सर। तो वो दिमाग में रहना है, आपको पढ़ना है। दैट इज सेकंड। एंड थर्ड वन सर, मॉक दो, वरना मेरा जैसा हाल हो जाएगा, क्योंकि मॉक आप देते हैं तो बेसिकली योर फाइनल एग्जामिनेशन इज जस्ट द फेयरवेल ऑफ द मॉक, राइट?
Hmm.
वो एक फेयरवेल ही है, तो यू शुड गिव मॉक।
First step would obviously be have a strategy, have a map outlined. So the how I decided things was, initially when I got in touch with you, you told me how to approach it. You shared the Excel with the roadmap, and you also told me how to approach it, like study the strategy that you had shared in that audio clip. So I had followed that, except for giving the sums, like solving the sums on the weekend. Apart from that, I had been following that strategy and the sequencing. So have a proper roadmap based upon the time that you have for the exam. And obviously, always if you're working, try to have at least 3 to 4 months for yourself, so that you can give good amount of hours on the weekends, because I know it will be difficult to manage with your work. So that'll be the first thing, have a proper roadmap for the exam. And then second is, do solve sums. I think even though I did not give any of the mock tests, it is important that you solve sums for such exams, because even if you're reading things, it's not always that you know how to approach a question, because
Got it. Hmm.
questions are always try to be modeled in a way where they are trying to test you. So it will not be direct. Straight questions kabhi bhi exams mein nahi aate. So don't be under that impression just because you've studied, you will be able to solve this. So it is important to know how they ask questions, what kind of questions they ask. And the third would be like, uh, I don't know, like these are the two most important ones. Apart from that, like be confident. If you guys are like nervous or things like that, just talk to sir, maybe, ask your questions to him, and just have someone that you can talk to, so that you don't feel all that
I
tension.
mean, this interview is going to be motivational for other students, other candidates who are going for the exam, and your journey will help them to clear the exam as soon as possible.